He's back today. Zion Williamson will take the court in the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament. It's actually tonight against Syracuse. You'll see it on ESPN. He will play, it is expected, for the first time since his sneaker blew out against Carolina 22 days ago. Just how important is Zion to the Duke offense? Let me count the ways. When he plays, the Blue Devils average 10 more points in the paint, 7 more points in transition, and 12 more points off turnovers. He is critical to both their offense and their defense. Let's talk about it. Let's go live to Charlotte, the site of the ACC tournament, where we find my Uncle Seth. Seth Greenberg is standing by, who's ready to break it all down for us. Seth, what are your expectations for Zion tonight against Syracuse in that zone?
I think he'll really impact this game on the defensive end so they can play ahead of the zone. I mean, with Zion Williamson on the floor, this is a different Duke defensive team. He changes their defensive identity. Why? Because he's a genetic freak. All of a sudden now Trey Jones can pressure the ball a little bit more. Now all of a sudden R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish are up in passing lanes. He averages 2 block shots a game. What does that allow you to do? It allows you to pressure the ball without being worried about getting beat. And he can erase those mistakes. And most times when he creates a turnover, what do? They get out in transition, where they're scoring obviously 7 more points a game. Zion Williamson impacts this game on the defensive end, which allows Duke to be an explosive team offensively.
You have a sense of how much we should expect to see him, how gradually he gets worked back in, and I guess just how healthy he is right now?
He's 110% healthy. There's no way in the world they're putting Zion Williamson on the floor unless he's ready to go. Think about the schedule. They played North Carolina on Saturday. Sunday was probably an off day. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I believe he probably practiced full blast. Now, I'd put him on a pitch count because there's a difference between game and practice. Yes, Allen Iverson practice. I expect him to play about 15 minutes a half, and I think he will impact this game defensively. And then in the middle of that zone offense, look for Zion to catch the ball right by that ACC logo, turn, face, get to the offensive glass from there. I expect him to play 30 minutes and have a huge impact on the game.
All right, that should be fun to watch. Seth, thank you very much. We look forward to that, and we'll be checking in with you as this thing goes along in the ACC tournament. Again, you'll see him tonight on ESPN as we bring this to the table here, guys. If he plays 30 minutes, that means he is full go and all of that. What do you want to see? And I guess there's a part of me that wants to ask, is there any of you that is worried about this as he comes back to finish his college career now one way or the other?
Not at all. And there was a lot of talk where people felt like he shouldn't come back and return to play. The guy that he's playing for right now, Coach K, is going to teach him more than whoever's coaching him next year.
Yeah.
Okay? To play at Duke, to play on the big stage, to have the opportunity to win the ACC tournament, to have an opportunity to win the national championship. That's why he signed to go and play at Duke. So I have no trepidation for him playing at
Here's
all.
what you have. Just bear in mind, for those of you who don't follow this close, ACC tournament, they keep winning. They keep playing basically every day. So he could play a bunch of games in a row, and then you sit back and you wait and see the NCAA tournament begins and where you wind up. We all know the scheduling there. Give me a perspective on him from the league. I know you told me this morning you've been watching him a lot from the league's perspective. What do you think of Zion?
Well, he's special. It's clear. I mean, we haven't seen a combination of brute strength and vertical athleticism combined with the guard and perimeter skills that he has since LeBron. And I'm not trying to say he's going to be LeBron. I would never put that on a young man. But he has the physical tools
to be what? What is he in the
special.
NBA? What put a number on him?
Well, it's a positionless league. I think he comes in probably as a 4, but ultimately he can slide over to the 5 in a spread world where it's a small ball style of play.
6'7"? He can play the Jalen. I'm looking right at you. He's playing the 5 at 6'7" in the NBA.
I hate to be this guy.
You're mad at me. Go ahead.
No. Here's
You're
the
mad
thing.
at him.
Well, I don't want to take away from what's going to happen with the ACC tournament and talk about what I think his limitations may be on the next level. But since
I want you to, so go ahead.
So since you asked me to, he can't be a starting 5 and playing quality minutes at that position in the NBA. Now, in backup minutes and when junk lineups, he's going to be able to do that. But that's where he's going to have to improve his jump shot. That's going to be a key. Remember, he's going to a team that's currently tanking, which means they're bad, and they need help everywhere. That's what he's going to provide.
It's going to be really interesting to see because they're going to take him #1 overall, and the expectations on him are going to be, to the point you just made about LeBron, they're going to be unlike practically anything we've ever seen in the NBA before, and he's not a guy who has a real obvious fit in the NBA. Anyway, we all look forward to seeing him tonight, and we're glad that he's healthy.